waters, ancient stones, source remembered deep in your bones, a boat adrift on a shimmering path, casting hope and maybe a laugh, a spiral tongue with mischievous wit, softening life's hard hits. Though you wander far and roam, my voice will always guide you home. Follow your heart where the wild winds blow. Follow the tide to Dark Moon Radio. Flowing waters, ancient stones, source remembered deep in your veins. Follow the tide, let your spirit know you found your way to Dark Moon Radio. Dark Moon Radio. The river hums and the path still calls, echoes dancing through ancient halls. Morning rises upon the stream, carrying fragments of forgotten dreams. The pulse beneath the turning day, the quiet truth beneath the play. A shared horizon, a beating heart. Together now, though worlds apart. Follow your heart where the wild winds blow. Following the tide to the radio. Flowing waters, ancient stones, source remembered deep in your bones. Follow the tide, let your spirit know you found your way to Dark Moon Radio. Dark Moon Radio. The pulse, the wave, the undertones, a distant light that leads you home. The water moves, the journey flows, the river always seems to flowing waters, ancient stones, source remember, deep in your bones. Welcome home, welcome to Dark Moon Radio.
Okay then, here we go. My goodness. Welcome to Friday the 3rd of July. You know, this year has gone so fast. Whoa. It's a beautiful day out on the canals. It's not very warm though. I'm a little bit shivery. Yeah, 16 degrees. I'm sure I'll warm up a bit. But yeah, the boat is still very cool inside. It takes a while to cool off. Right, I'm just checking my levels. I think I've got live on YouTube. I think so. Ooh, I think so. I don't know. Well, I'll watch it back and see if I've managed to get the technology right, because it's taken me a while to sort of work out how to do this. And without ChatGPT, I would never have done that. But at least you can see me. You can see me. And I'm live on my radio, so you can find me at Dark Moon Rocks. You just press on Dark Moon Rocks. You got listen here. And yeah, it's very, very easy. I'm starting to sort of streamline everything because, yeah, we want to get serious. We want to get serious. So, like, very serious. Okay. It's fresh. It's bright. Yes. It's reflective. There's reflections out there. Right? So there's the canal and it just stretches to a bridge, a lock, and it's very picturesque. It looks like a picture postcard, and there is like reflections of the sky on a very still water. It's not totally still, but it's still enough to reflect everything. So reflections, what are we reflecting on this Friday morning? Yeah, people reflect, waters reflect. And the strange thing about water, when it reflects, it gives everything back to itself. It's kind of a weird thing. And when people reflect, they don't do it properly sometimes, and they just annoy me. I'm a little bit fuzzy and annoyed with people. Yeah, a little bit hurt, a little bit bruised. It's like, ooh, ooh. But sometimes their reflections are badly distorted, and I don't have to take them on board. But that's we spend years trying to become the version of ourselves that another person might finally approve of. People that may approve of you eventually, if you work hard at it. Yeah, if I become quieter, louder, softer, harder, less intense, more useful, less emotional, more acceptable. Yes, an awful lot of stuff there. It's like, oh my goodness. And you hit the contradiction. You do, because some people want more of you, some people want less. Some people, yeah, want the quiet person who just sits there and looks pretty. Well, tries. Maybe a bag over my head would help these days. But yes, they want people to look pretty, or they want people who just, hey, you're too pretty and you're distracting me. It's like, okay. You know, one of the things I wrote down on my notes this morning while looking at the reflections of the world in the canal is that, and I wrote this down and then I looked at it and I thought, my goodness, maybe they'll allow me to be me in some other form. And if you look about that, it's like, what? Maybe they'll allow me to be me in some other form because it contains impossibility. They will allow me to be me in some other form. Yeah, if you become someone else in order to be accepted, who exactly received the acceptance? It's not me. I didn't receive the acceptance. The reflection did. That I peered over into the water. And that's the one that receives the acceptance, because that's a reflection. So that's where I was this morning, sitting on the deck, waking up. Yeah, let's play one of my new jingles. You'll like my new stuff. I like my new stuff, so you must. Either that or you like the reflection. But it's a matter of perspective. And you can either, your perception knows before you even open it up. You've already received the cues. You've already scrolled on if you don't like what you're listening to, or I've seen this, and you have a split second before anything starts, and in that split second you've already made your mind up, and it's like, okay, fair enough. That's the way it works.
When the world grows loud, follow the quieter signal. From the edge of the towpath to the edge of the stars, you're listening to Dark Moon Rocks Radio, where strange minds gather, stories travel on the tide, and the night still belongs to dreamers.
It does. We dream of something amazing. Talking of which, am I actually coming out in sound? Let's double check my sound levels. Yeah, who knows? No, I'm trying. My radio should be working. Yes, there we go. My radio has got good sound. I don't know about YouTube. YouTube is going to have to sort itself out. I will sort that out afterwards. If someone could let me know, that would be awesome, but I don't hold my breath for that. So, yeah, it's like reflections. Right, I have been busy. I have been creating music. Oh, I love this stuff. I love it because it gets me creative. Right, where shall we go? We shall go for the arise and meet the dawn. Come on! I know it's Friday, but let's get up. Let's get going. Arise and greet the day. Nice little chick.
Arise and face the morning sun. Time to get moving, there's work to be done. The world keeps turning, the wheel won't wait. So meet the day before it's too late. The dawn is calling across the land. A challenge written by unseen hands. To walk your path with heart and will. And climb the mountains standing still. Arise, arise, greet the day. The spiral turns and calls again. Arise, arise, stand up tall. The wheel keeps turning for us all. And when the setting sun has come, we'll celebrate beside the drum. We are not here to hide away, sleeping our precious lives away. There are words to speak and songs to sing, and seeds of tomorrow to gently bring. The spiral dances through dark and light, mental and spiritual battles to fight. Yet every challenge upon the road strengthens the soul and lightens the load. Arise, arise, greet the day. Celebrate beside the drum. For every dawn becomes a dusk, every leaf returns to dust, every winter yields to spring, every silence learns to sing. The fire waits beyond the toil, the harvest sleeps beneath the soil, and every step along the way becomes the story of the day. When evening paints the western sky and the smoke of the fire rises high, we'll gather round with friends and kin and laugh at the trouble we've traveled in. With a tankard raised beneath the moon, an old song sung in merry tune, we'll celebrate that we have come another day around the sun. Arise, arise, greet the day. Walk your road and find your way through dark and light, through loss and gain. The spiral turns and calls again. Arise, arise, stand up tall. The wheel keeps turning for us all. And when the setting sun has come, we'll celebrate beside the drum. Round the fire with the setting sun, celebrating life with the beat of a drum. For the day was lived and the work was done. Another turn around the sun.
Hooray! Oh dear, so that was arise and greet the day. Yeah, it's a little bit too much first thing in the morning. I have to say, it is a little bit too much. But there we go, it's fun. Okay, so yeah, I was in migraine central this week, so life has been a little bit fuzzy around the edges. I don't think I've ever had such a migraine. That's saying something. But yeah, I had a stroke back in March, so I've got to be very careful of these headaches. It just makes everything very complicated and a little bit scary. Yes, definitely scary. Um, it's like my brain attacked me, or my body attacked my brain. Something went on, and I'm still processing it. And I'm still going through it all. I still sort of nearly fall over when I walk, and I'm very shaky. But I can do stuff. I'm not yet a total useless eater. Oh dear. Yeah, and yeah, rebuilding yourself again, and finding out who your friends are, who are the ones who stand with you, those that sort of ask how you're doing, and family, asking about that sort of thing. Now, I am broadcasting live from a narrowboat, so there will be, like, I mean, the towpath is right there. So there's, and the puppy, my puppy is right here. My pussycat will come. The dog will bark at people going by. We've got sort of boats going by. We've got Salisbury plane helicopters. They go really low and quite late at night. I think they use the canal as a sort of navigational. But yes, a lot of helicopters about these days. Who knows? I don't have TV. It's not my thing. I do have the internet, which, yeah, I don't know if it's a blessing or a curse sometimes. But we go on. I think I might need to get closer to the mic. My levels are pretty low at the moment. Okay, right. Let's play something a little bit quieter. Now, this is one of my favourites. I have to say, when I wrote this one, I never expected it to sound like this. Now, I use my voice, my words, right? My voice, my words. I am not really a musician. I'm more of a poet. But I've put my poetry to music, and I love this stuff. Okay. Maybe you should play the weird ones. Are you weird? Are you weird and proud? Let's play a weird one. It's right underneath the one I wanted to play, so maybe we don't go quite just yet. Okay. But yes, trying to work out how to work through this world is basically what I'm at. Because we're not doing a very good job. A lot of people are falling by the wayside, and it's getting sad. We're losing a lot of people, and I don't think collateral damage is a good thing. I think everybody is here for a purpose, and when we lose those purposes too. Think about it. Anyway, the weird ones.
The weird ones, the strange and the wild, the ones who never quite fitted the file, the dreamers and wanderers walking alone, searching for places that felt more like home. I like the black sheep that wandered away, refusing to follow what others would say. They listened instead to a voice deep within, a whisper that told them where they should begin. Here's to the weird ones, the odd and the free, the ones who became exactly who they're meant to be. The road may be lonely, the journey unclear, but the fire burns brightest in the hearts of the weird. I like the different ones, stubborn and true, who looked at the world and saw right through the masks and the stories, the games and the lies, and chose their own truth beneath open skies. They tried to walk pathways laid out by the crowd. They tried to stay quiet, obedient and proud, but something inside them would never comply, a spirit too fierce to surrender and die. Here's to the weird ones, the odd and the free, the ones who became exactly who they're meant to be. The road may be lonely, the journey unclear, but the fire burns burns brightest in the hearts of the weird.
No matter how steep, no matter how rough, no matter how painful, no matter how tough.
They knew it was written before they were born, like oak roots gripping through weather and storm. A mark in a spirit, a song in the bone, and knowing that says, you must walk this alone. They could never bend a knee to the wrong thing, never sell their soul for comfort or a king. They forged their own road through shadow and light, and learned how to trust what they knew was right. And if they had to do it all over again, through the heartbreak, the losses, the grief and the pain, they'd walk the same path beneath moon and sun, because being themselves was the only thing done.
Here's to the weird ones, the odd and the free,
The witches and dreamers beneath every tree,
the black sheep, the outcast, the seekers revered.
the world moves forward because of the weird.
Here's to the weird ones,
Raise your voice and sing for every strange soul who could never fit in.
the road may be lonely,
But one thing is clear, I like those ones. The weird ones are here. Around every fire, around every moon, they find one another, sooner or soon. And though they may wander through many a year, they always know when another weird one is near.
They always know when a weird one is here. All right, I've just checked out. I am actually live on YouTube. This is a very scary thing. I haven't tried the video. Well, I mean, yeah, just video. It's trying to pipe in the music and the radio at the same time. Anyway, and here's my buddy Tat. Yes, hello, buddy Tat. So reflections. That's where we were talking about earlier. Pussycat likes my reflections. Oh, Puppy thinks I'm lovely. These guys just it's just wonderful. There we go. Up. There you go. He's coming into. He doesn't quite like the smell of mushroom coffee. And you know what? I don't think I do either. It tastes all right. Tastes a bit nah, but it's like. And I got Puppy licking my elbow. Hello. There you go. Hello, my beautiful. Oh, excuse me. But worshipping cats and worshipping dogs is kind of what I do big chunks of my day. And yes, he's dropping burrs. Yeah. I get, okay, what was I saying again? Yeah, his name is Merlin, and he's my co-producer. Yes, he sits and judges. He just sits and judges, don't you, my love? For the moment, he's feeling very loving. Yes, it's very hot out here, so I can stroke him, and then just fur will just fly off. And he'll probably want feeding in a bit. But I'll have to wait for that. Reflections. Right. People look at us and see threat, comfort, competition, mystery, irritation, admiration, disappointment. As I was thinking about all the things that I reflect, okay? Now, you may have a list twice as long or just a couple of them. But yeah, it's like, what do we reflect back? Because one of the songs that I write about is that I'm not you and I have no power over you, right? But I have influence, and we've got to use those influences quite well. Otherwise, we get striped by it. And often people are not seeing us at all. They're just seeing themselves reflected back. So you see what you want to see, basically. And it's your fears. You see an awful lot of fear in other people. And that's projection. That's pure projection. Their hopes, their wounds. Oh, boy. You can see your wounds in other people. It's like, everyone's out to get you. Really? Are you sure that's not just you projecting? Are you out to get everyone? Their expectations. Now, you see, that's usually family. I love most of my family very much, but the expectations they have of me, I don't understand. There we go. But yes, the expectations is like, So you expect of me to behave in a certain way. I guess we've all been programmed that to what is appropriate. And yeah, I don't reflect the right thing for you. I'm really sorry. No, I'm not sorry in the slightest. I don't know how to project the right thing for you because, oh, hello. Oh, hello. Hello. you know, this is very, very distracting. This one is going to be wanting a food bowl. And there's probably a food bowl up there, but it's not the right food bowl, Mummy. I'm going to play a song. I may disappear for a few minutes as I feed the cat. Oh, and the dog. Oh, you want some loving too? Somehow I'm vibing good stuff here. I'm vibing good stuff. Puppy and the cat is wanting some lovings. Now, I don't often get this in the morning. If you see, I've got a whole bunch of morning shows that I do. But I now actually haven't got a hand free. Okay, we'll play some music, and I shall go and pay attention to the puppy things and the pussycat thingies. Because actually, yeah, they're the important ones. So yes, other people. Where is my other people one? I am not you. Oh, come on. I lose these things somewhere. There we go. I am not you. You are not me. I have no power over you, and yet I have influence.
I am not you. You are not me. We are two rivers flowing to the sea. What you see in me may not be mine, but a reflection of another time. The heart remembers, the mind projects, old wounds searching for familiar shapes. I am not you. I have no power over you. I do not own your mind, your body, or your truth. I am not you, and you are not me. Yet for a little while we may share what we can see. What you feel I triggered may belong to yesterday. What rises in your spirit may have traveled a long way. What you find within me may be a mirror or a key, but what you discover there belongs ultimately to thee. We see through lenses made of memory. We see through stories made of history. I am not you. I have no power over you. I do not own your past, your future, or your truth. I am not you, and you are not me. Yet for a little while we may share a destiny. I do not take your power, and I do not give away mine. I do not build a throne nor ask that you build mine. I need you as I am able. and hope you can meet me. I am more than your perception. You are more than mine. Both of us are deeper than a single place in time. Many layered, many faceted, many stories still untold. Living mysteries unfolding, far greater than we know. I am not you. I have no power over you. Only what you freely give, and I choose not to take. I am not you, and you are not me. Yet perhaps in seeing clearly, we may finally be free. We are not our past, though shaped by where we've been. And every time we truly meet, the journey can begin. I am not you, you are not me. And that is where the freedom truly begins.
Yeah, so that one fits very well in there. Oh, bye bye, buddy chat. There we go. He's at his trough. So I'm drinking sort of mushroom coffee here. It's okay. It's all right. It's very little taste and flavour, which is probably a good thing. Coffee often is too strong for me. I'm a tea drinker, but this week I have been carnivore. Well, as much as possible. There was Monday I had a little bit of honey in my tea, and I realised that ain't carnivore. That's a bit of a sad thing, but it does mean that, and also milk is not carnivore either. Okay, so apparently you've got to move over to cream. I don't want tea without honey. So I'm now on herbal teas. I've got the mushroom stuff. I hope that's carnivore. I don't know. Probably not, because there's no meat in it. But this is where I'm going with. You're not me, I'm not you, and yet we have influence, and it's how we use that influence. And most people use it to hurt and wound, and I hate that. And it's like, let's just be a little bit more aware, because people need us to be smaller, quieter, dependent, predictable, unchanged, you know, how we were. And I must admit that from like 5 years ago, I was a different person. Right, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, we had all the sort of the pandemic thing. And I learned a lot from that, and not all of it was easily learnt. I stand up for myself more. I don't care what others think about me more. Those are the sort of things. And it's like, yeah, a lot of people who have known me a long time are like trying to walk all over me. And at one stage, I didn't mind. It was like water off a duck's butt. It was like, yeah, all right, do your thing. But now it's like, get lost. Someone, I am changed. I'm no longer small. I'm no longer allowing myself to be small. And if somebody's, annoying or just walk away. I can't even be bothered to sort of have an argument. Now, as before, I might have said, hey, it's not really acceptable. But then there's the hard part. You see, I wrote this while sitting on the deck this morning. Loving people who do not love us the same way, or even any more. And yeah, perhaps they never did in the way we imagined. That's where I was looking at things at a projection. What are you doing back here? Huh? You gonna say hello? Say hello, hello. This is my boy. See all my images that I do. This is my boy. But yes, maybe people didn't love us the same way. Maybe they didn't really love us at all. And maybe it was all projection. I think all of us go through that. And it hurts because and it feels that love feels like it should be transactional. I loved you, therefore surely. Yeah, surely, but if you loved me, oh, I hated that when I was a kid. If you'd loved me, you'd do this. If you love me, you'll do that. Reflections. This is all just reflections. Love is not a contract. And also, I think it doesn't matter. Love is going to happen. If love happens, then it's a precious thing in itself. Even if you're just loving yourself, that's a precious thing in yourself. I love my boy here. I love my boy here. They're easy to love. Well, not all the time. But, whoops, where's it gone? My notes just changed. Yeah, it's some people are. It doesn't matter whether they responded in one way. It's your feeling, and I get told, well, it's not all about you then. Who is it about? If I'm the only one in the room, and I'm the only one who's processing, and I'm the only one who is feeling and thinking, I don't know what other people are feeling and thinking. Not to a great extent. Yes, I can read rooms, and yes, dedication to what people are feeling and thinking was my goal for many, many years. But since my stroke, I've now dedicated myself to how I'm feeling and thinking. And it's quite a revelation, because boy, do we accommodate other people. Boy, does people get accommodated. And it's like, hang on a minute. How? Of course, it's going to be all about me. You make your life all about you. Why am I not supposed to? There's lots of interesting things there. Right, I'm going to play that quiet one. Where's my quiet place within? Come back to the quiet place within. This one I need to be reminded of, so I play this one fairly regularly.
There is a quiet place within, beneath the noise, beneath the din, a hidden shore, a sheltered bay, where passing storms can fade away. The world is busy night and day, with endless things it needs to say, but not every whisper on the wind is meant to find a home within. Some thoughts arrive like drifting leaves, some sorrows ride upon the breeze. You do not need to carry all or answer every distant call. Come back to the quiet place within, where the stillness has always been, where the river flows and the waters run clear, and your own true voice is the one you hear. Come back to the quiet place inside, where your spirit has nothing to hide, where the world may turn and the seasons spin, the center remains within. The crowd may gather loud and strong, certain they know where all belong, but every soul must learn to see the difference between us and me. The moon still travels through the sky without explaining how or why. The oak still grows through rain and frost without forgetting what it was. And so you learn to gently choose what to keep and what to lose, to let the restless currents flow and trust the deeper things you know. Come back to the quiet place within, where the stillness has always been, where the river flows and the waters run clear, and your own true voice is the one you hear. come back to the quiet place inside, where your spirit has nothing to hide, where the world may turn and the seasons spin, but the center remains within. Breathe in, breathe out, let the noise pass by like clouds across an open sky. Breathe in, breathe out, let the echoes fade and return to the place where your soul was made. Come back to the quiet place within, where every journey can begin, where no fear, no crowd, no passing storm can touch the place where you are born. Come back to the quiet place inside, where your spirit remains your guide. And though the world may call and spin, the center remains within. There is a quiet place within, beneath the noise, beneath the din. And when the world becomes too loud, you'll find it waiting in the silence.
Ah, that's where you'll find it. It was there all along. Usually down the back of the sofa. Yeah. Okay. Where's the next? If I line them up, there we go. Yeah, so this is what reflections. So what I do every morning is I sit on deck and I wait for the kettle to boil. So the kettle boiling is my, right, time's up, enough. But I can sit on deck and just watch. Now, I'm short-sighted, so I don't see details. So sometimes I put my glasses on, sometimes I don't. Today I didn't. And it's just like the canal gives us the answer. Something out there will give us the answer. And I just have to sit and hope that it comes before the kettle boils. And when water's enough, it reflects everything. It reflects the bridge, the trees, the sky, the boat, even my face. It doesn't decide which things are worthy of being reflected. It simply reflects what's there. And that's what I was thinking about. It just reflects what's there. So you don't have, even though people are assholes and people are annoying, you don't have to take them on board, you just have to reflect them. It's okay, they're just doing their thing. And that's discernment. It's like not getting attached to the outcome. And that's, I think, where we stop projecting our own stuff and start trying to see the person. And you see the person. And a lot of the times the person is confused, afraid, scared, running their own programs, burnt out, exhausted. I haven't a clue what's going on, but they're like just running these programs. And you start seeing the sad person. There is usually a sad person. Or you can't start seeing the arrogant so-and-so. I mean, there is like a lot of facets to people. And it actually often depends what program they're running at the time. Finding things. Oh well, just play a hands to earth, earth to skin. It's my gardening song.
dum, hands to earth, earth to skin. Pull the old and let the new in. Hands to earth, earth to skin. Pull the old and let the new begin. A dream of green, a garden grows. The chaos of now will become the rose. Pull and twist, release the lie. Death feeds life, nothing dies. Hands to earth, earth to skin. Pull the old and let the new in. Knees in the dirt, back to the sun. This is how the work gets done. Hat on my head, eyes in the shade, watching tomorrow being made with every weed and every root. Space is opened for tender shoots. Pull feeds life, nothing dies. Hands to earth, earth to skin. Pull the old and let the new in. The soil remembers what minds forget. Winter's promise hasn't failed yet. Out of chaos, patterns form from broken ground. The sea transforms, decay and death feed roots below. This is how the gardens grow. No trumpet sounds, no grand design, just seasons turning, time after time. Round and round the spiral goes. What we bury always grows. Hands to earth, earth to skin. Pull the old and let the new in. Pull and twist, release the lie. Death feeds life, nothing dies. We tend, we wait, we trust, we grow. We tend, we wait, we trust, we grow. Hands to earth, earth to skin. Pull the old and let the new begin.
There we go. Hands to earth, earth to skin. A nice little gardening song. I was just thinking, I've got a newsletter that's got to go out today. I did it during the week, which was very smart of me. Got to tidy that one up. But if you'd like to be on the newsletter, go onto my website, sign up there. I think it's all working. I've been, yeah, I'm having a little bit of website upgrade going on, and yes. Sometimes I lose threads these days. I'm not as, I'm not as focused as I used to be. And it's a bit scary because I lose the threads. I can't hold all of the information in my head like I used to. But the newsletter is, yeah, that's going out. If you'd like to get that, that's awesome. There's Substack. It's all on the website. And yeah, it was one of my website. The Weaves of Waves down is down. And I'm not sure why yet, because it's very difficult trying to find out these things. Yeah, it shouldn't be difficult, because if you pay for a website, you should be able to get access to it. Yeah. Okay. The world has got very digitalized, and I enjoy the digitalized. I've got a PWA going on, which apparently is an app that you can download the app for the radio station, and it's kind of like a website. But basically, shiny robot on Codex is building it. But it says it builds it, but I'm having to do basic coding. Now, I did long time ago Dreamweaver. Do you remember Adobe Dreamweaver? That's what got me going with coding to the start. HTML coding and cascading sheets and all of that. So I have a little bit of experience in this, but luckily ChatGPT can actually fill in all the blanks, and it's fairly good. But you've got to remember to pay it as well. Yes, I forgot to pay the ChatGPT bill, which immediately shut it down to a very low level. And I'm like, why isn't this working properly? And then it says, no, I'm sorry, you have to upgrade. But I'm on an upgrade. It's meant to take money every month. I haven't got a lot of money. I've already paid you. No, actually, I hadn't, and the time had run out. It was all me. Anyway, I've got The Call of the Grey Path, and I was listening to this yesterday, and it's like, okay, this is allowable. This is acceptable. I like The Call of the Grey Path. Now, I've done a lot of paths. I create my own path. I don't necessarily advise that. If you find a path that works for you, that's awesome. I'm not one to sort of condemn a path that works, but I found that not many of the paths worked for me, except certainly The Call of the Grey Path. I don't like light work. I seriously don't like dark work, and the dark work is actually very useful, and I got a lot more out of the dark than I did the light. However, yeah, it's not for me. I've got a far more nature base. Now, I'll talk about the black flame, and I'll talk about all kinds of sort of references to left-hand path stuff. But the grey takes me in between all that. So it's duality. It gets a little bit complicated trying to explain it. And so what I do is I try and put them into song. Because if you can't put them plainly and simplify it, yeah, it's not simplified in your mind. So this is called the Call of the Grey Path. I've also put one of 9 on there because there are 9 paths. I've got 9 poems, basically. And this was the first one. I've got a second one. It's not quite finished yet. But The Call of the Grey.
Something is calling beyond the trees, carried on the whisper of the breeze, a voice I've heard 1,000 times before, knocking. Tend the fire. More a remembering inside of me, a distant echo becoming clear, a path appearing. When I draw near, I cannot name it. I cannot say why. I only know the old skin feels too tight. The grey path calls me onward, beyond what I have been, between the dark and light, and all the places in between. I do not know the ending, I only know the start. Something is awakening deep within my heart. The road behind grows thin and pale, like yesterday's forgotten tale. The roles I wore begin to crack, and something old won't hold me back. The cage was never made of steel, but habits teaching me what's real. Now every wall begins to bend as I outgrow the shape I've been. I cannot stop it, I would not if I could. The seed has already split the wood. The grey path calls me onward, beyond what not know the ending. I only know the start. Something is awakening deep within my heart. Like a river finding ocean, like a hawk learning the sky, like a fire beneath the forest floor, waiting for the moment to rise, like dawn appearing on the horizon before the sun is ever seen. I feel the future moving softly through the spaces in between. Waiting quietly beneath my skin, not somewhere distant left to find, but a doorway hidden in my mind. A step, a breath, a turning. Becoming real, and though I cannot see the whole, I trust the calling of my soul. The gray path calls me onward, beyond what I have known, toward the person I am becoming, and the self I've always been below. I do not fear the changing, nor the shedding of the old, for the pain of standing still has become greater than the cold. The gray path calls me onward, and though I walk alone, with every step I take, I am coming home. Something is calling beyond the trees, and this time I will follow.
Yeah, that's quite a potent one. You gotta listen carefully. It's not all sort of surface stuff. I like putting subliminals in there. I do hypnosis and with a little bit of hypnotic twists and turns and NLP, and throw all of that into the mix. It's got to be done, and it's all to empower, and I don't hide it. But in other words, listening to my music will make you feel better, and as simple as that. Even the sad ones. I got a few sad ones. I'm running out of time now. Always do when I do an hour. I've got 2 hours easy, but sitting, I usually sit on the bed. It's like I can rest there. But yeah, we thought, right, let's do a live stream. I have been taking advice business-wise on sort of, okay, we're authentic. This is it. Got cats and dogs and fur and yes, clutter. Yeah, this is life. And we're broadcasting live from the towpath. So we're on the canals, and yeah, it's quite a challenge. But find me on darkmoon.rocks. Got all my stuff on there. Yeah.
Not all who wander are lost. Some are simply listening for a different frequency. Dark Moon Rocks Radio. A lighthouse for the curious, the creative, and the beautifully unusual.
Oh yes, we're definitely beautifully unusual. Okay, so I've got one more last thought, okay, on the reflections of this morning. The water doesn't argue with reflections. It doesn't chase them or hold on to them. It simply allows them to appear, shimmer for a while, and then pass when the wind returns. That feels very much like a canal morning, and pretty much like being a human. Okay, So there you go. That's my Dark Moon Rocks radio morning show. I hope you enjoyed it. Love you lots. Take care of yourselves and each other. And I will be back Monday morning. And maybe I'll do the same thing. Take care of yourselves and have a good weekend. Bye now.
Like the passing of time, but it is a good concept to put into rhyme. It goes too fast or too slow. My brain is always on the go. It was an inflicted thing that watches you tick while it